What is going on? Welcome on into today's video. We're covering how to trade in the after hours and pre-market hours on Webull. Okay, so we're using the desktop platform right here. It'll be very, very similar in terms of your options on the mobile app as well. But what we're going to do here is we're going to walk you through exactly what you need to know when it comes to trading in the after hours, how this stuff works. Pretty straightforward tutorial on how to do this. We're going to walk you through that buying process right now. Okay, so really quick, some things you need to know. We are using a customized layout. We actually have a video going over a layout you can copy if you want to copy this exact layout. For the most part, already on the channel in the Webull playlist. Okay, highly recommend that as a place to go. And if you want more videos, make sure you're subscribed or at least check out that playlist or send it to a friend if they have questions, whatever, because I'm sure a lot of people like to use Webull these days. And that's a great playlist to utilize for at least your understanding of the platform, a lot of different features that they have to offer. Trying to fill a bunch of gaps in terms of questions I've gotten. People need to understand how to do this stuff to utilize and get the most out of these platforms, which makes sense, right? So I'm going to go up to the top right there, the widget toolbox. I'm going to pull the widget toolbox over. I'm going to go down to the trade section. I'm going to go to classic trade. I could do this in the order entry, but I'm going to classic trade for this example. It'll be quite similar, but the classic trade is going to have pretty much everything you need to know, and it will look very, very similar almost on the mobile app. So I'll use that for this example because it'll kind of cover two with one, right? So here we go. My classic trade, I'm going to zoom in a touch so you guys can kind of see this a little bit better. It's down here. So right now, we are looking at Apple. We have Apple pulled up. We can use the price ladder too, but that we have a video on separately. If you want to check out that video, it'd be a great place to go. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do this with one share. I'm going to go buy one share of Apple stock, okay? Right now, we see Apple trading right here in the after hours here on my chart, but we can kind of see this right here. Level 2, order book level 2, 166.25 is the bid and 166.44 is the ask. The after hours, the spreads open up. They're larger generally, especially on lower volume stocks, okay? So Apple generally trades more volume in the after hours than some other stocks, like a penny stock that has no news. However, if the stock has news, right, it could be trading a lot more volume. And why would you want to trade in the after hours? It could be very simple because you want to capitalize on news. You want to capitalize on what's happening. You want to get in before the crowd, right, that opens up when the day opens. Now, sometimes it can screw you. Sometimes it can make you some money. So it could be useful, and I think it's very, very useful to have the access and ability, especially if you're trading shares and you're not a long-term investor. If you're a day trader or a swing trader, you want to make sure you have this ability, especially if you're holding stuff overnight, okay? So you don't have to do anything on Webull's side, like, oh, I have to go approve myself. No. You're good to go once you have an account, and there will be a link in the video pinned comment and description box to get some free stocks. Sign up for Webull if you have not done so already, and you can follow along with that link once you get your account and download the desktop platform, okay? So limit order buy. I cannot use a market order. Actually, contrary to Robinhood, Webull will not allow me to use a market order in the after hours. What it's going to tell me is going to say regular trading hours have ended. Market orders are not supported. Now, Robinhood essentially does allow market orders, but they convert it to a limit order. So it's like the same thing. And they have like a 5% threshold. So it's the same thing though. So just Webull side, make sure you go ahead, make sure that the limit order is used. If I go ahead and use a limit order for one share, I set my price. Time in force could be day or GTC. So GTC is good till canceled. This will mean that your order either gets filled or it will have to get canceled when you go ahead and cancel it yourself. So it could stay up for a while. So let's say I want to buy Apple. Let's just go say I want to do a GTC and I want to get Apple at 165. I don't want to pay more than 165 for Apple. I go ahead and I can enter my order in just like that. But now it's way down here for my limit. So it's way, way down, but this may not get filled tonight. Probably won't get filled tonight. But tomorrow, if Apple dips, I'll get filled. Okay? Or I go ahead and I cancel it, and that's it, and I don't have to worry about it. Okay? So that's what the GTC is for. Here's the next piece: extended hours. EXT-hours. Make sure this says yes if you're trading outside of 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. Now, Webull's extended hours are from 4 a.m. Eastern all the way to 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That's pre-market. And then from 4 p.m. Eastern all the way to 8 p.m. Eastern. That's after hours, okay? So they have full extended hours. Now, if you go to Robinhood these days, which they just added the after hours feature, or at least more hours to their extended hours, they are now from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Webull goes 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. So you have 3 more hours on there technically that you can take advantage of, okay? So Extended hours, make sure that is checked. If your order is not filling, that could be the problem right there. Okay, now we can go ahead and enter our order in, buy 1 share, set my limit price, and I can go ahead and confirm that. If I want to move it up, I can go up and start to increase this guy to the upside and move this as I see fit to get filled between the bid and the ask. The bid and the ask actually tightened up right now, so I can get filled at a better price. But what I'm going to also show you guys how to do is how to use the stop loss and take profit. So if I go ahead and use the stop loss take profit, I need to make sure my time in force is set to GTC, but I can actually do a very cool order, which you can actually execute here, or at least get in the after hours. I go to click on this and I click on the order right here with a 10% stop and a 10% take profit, where my limit price is 165. Give it a second to show up, but it's going to show up here on the portfolio or on the account on the chart. And what it's going to have kind of like a bracket. So people like to use these orders because they can essentially get in and with one click and have a stop loss set and a take profit set. And just like that, now you can kind of see the order entry, right? The open buy, the target, and the stop. So you can do this obviously during the day, but you can also get filled for this in the after hours. Make sure it's set to GTC, when you're doing this, okay? So if I click on the delete of this buy, it'll delete all those orders. Okay, go back that. I generally don't like to use that too much because I don't like having hard stops, but it could be a really good idea for someone who has a big picture trade, just to cancel out the emotions. Like, look at the charts and be like, hey, like, I'm looking at the charts, so I'm going to take my profits at 10%, and I'm going to risk 5%. So you're making sure you're risking, half of your reward. And if you do that consistently and you're only right half the time, you will literally be profitable. You will literally be a profitable trader. Some people may find that to be a very good approach for their trading. And to be honest with you, I would say try that out on your own, because it could be very, very useful in your own trading. You do not have to even be right half the time to still be able to be profitable on the week, on the month, on the year after a lot of trades. So that said, that's how it works. If I'm going to go ahead and buy this now, let's say I want to go buy, I'm going to put my order to 166. Looks like it's going for 31 by 35. I'm going to go 166.33. Let's see if I get filled. Boom, boom, boom. And let's see. I'm not going to get filled, but it might get filled in a second here. Give it a second and see if we get filled. I'm going to have to up that order by a couple cents to get it filled. Once I get filled, I'm going to up it really quick. Here we go. Let's see. Buy, buy, buy. We're good to go. Usually that order confirmation will pop up unless you go into the settings and cancel it. Technically speaking, at the time I'm making this video, I had the account drop below 25K by like 70 bucks yesterday. Then it came back up because I primarily hold stuff. I'm primarily not day trading this account. So that's why today I have that margin call pop up on the screen. That won't always be the case. Obviously, if you're well over PDT or your account's in good standing, it's not a huge deal. I can make a video on explaining that in the future. People are, have questions or, not sure what that means if they get that notification. But it's quite simple and quite straightforward. All you have to do is make sure is your account closes back over 25K to be able to day trade again. Once you get that, you can day trade above 25K. Let's say your account drops below 25K. Then you have to stop day trading until it gets back above. Once it gets back above, you can day trade. Either you deposit money or let the account value fluctuate back. And that's kind of the deal. So that's the tutorial there. If I want to go ahead and sell, I can go ahead and do so. I'm not going to do so because I have to wait for today's close to officially get that margin call off the accounts, which I'll have to wait till the end of the after hours today. But that said, that is how it works. That's how you trade in the after hours or pre-market hours on Webull. Make sure you have the extended hours clicked yes, and you are good to go. That is it. Thanks so much for watching. Any questions, comments, leave them down below in the video comment section. We have plenty more videos where that came from when it comes to Webull, when it comes to even Robinhood, other platforms, other tutorials, options trading, lots of strategies, candlesticks. Check out the playlist on the channel already. A lot of good stuff. If you want other resources, there will be plenty in the video description, such as a webinar that Joseph Hogan and I put together going over 3 awesome trading signals, absolutely for free. Pinned comment and video description for that. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.